Hey guys, welcome to day one of Computex 2023, and right behind me is Acer's booth, and I just got out of it and I can tell that there's a whole lot of things that Acer has to excite us this time. So let's not waste any time and get to it right now. So the first product that we are going to check out is the Acer Predator Triton 16 gaming laptop. Now when I mention gaming laptop, do you guys think this is like a gaming laptop? It doesn't, right? Because this laptop is what Acer calls it, a premium gaming laptop. Now look at its design here. It is actually really simple. It is covered in this entire aluminum silver finishing that looks really premium as a gaming laptop. So even if you want to use this for work and so on, it's not going to look really flashy at all, which I think a lot of people will like. Now you get per key RGB lighting right here, which is cool, and you get an RGB branding, Acer Predator branding here. And in terms of ports, it is actually quite complete. You get a RJ45 port, a USB-A, USB-C, headphone jack, and on the front here, surprisingly, you get a micro SD card slot. Now this is a super convenient feature that I really like a lot, because you know what, as someone who buys a gaming laptop who doesn't just want to game but want to create content as well, having a micro SD card on the front is really convenient, and I really love the touch here. Now on the front, it's really simple as well. There's also no flashy logos or RGB or any accents around this laptop. So overall, it is a really simple looking laptop, and overall it is of course pretty hefty as you can see, but it's actually quite compact so that you can actually bring it around, and even though it's 16 inches, you can just put it on the desk and I think it looks fine as well. And last but not least, you get this really nice 16-inch display that refreshes at 240 Hz. There's a WQXGA resolution, so it's a pretty nice display. And in terms of power, it is powered by an Intel Core i9 processor. So this one is an i7, but it can be powered up to a Core i9-13900H processor, up to 32 gigs of DDR5 support, and up to NVIDIA's RTX 4070 laptop GPU. The second thing that we are checking out here is Acer's Wi-Fi router. Yes guys, we are finally seeing Wi-Fi routers from Acer here, and this one is specifically the Predator Connect W6 Wi-Fi 6E router. Now look at this router here. It's not really big at all for a gaming router, and it looks very compact. Now even though it's not turned on here, but there's actually RGB lighting right at the front that actually shows the Predator branding, and it has a total of 6 non-removable antennas. And right on the back of the router, you get a 2.5 gigabit per second WAN port, 4 gigabit LAN ports, and turn over to the right side of the router, you get a WPS button, a USB 3.0 port for connecting peripherals, and a power port. Now this is a really nice looking router that I think a lot of people will love to have it at home if you guys are doing a lot of gaming, all right? And the second thing that we have here is not a power bank, but rather it is a MiFi router from Acer. It is a 5G MiFi router. It's the Enduro M3. Look at this design, it's really nice. It's rugged. You can basically just drop it to the floor and nothing will happen. It features a 2.4-inch LCD display to tell the status of your connection and all that. And I did ask Acer whether it supports power bank connectivity or not, but then it doesn't support that function, unfortunately, but they say power bank function will be added in a future model, all right? So yep, let's go check out the next thing. Now, Acer is going big on sustainability this year as usual, and I'm really glad that they expanded their Vero product lineup to Wi-Fi routers this year. So this is the Acer Connect Vero W6M Wi-Fi 6E router. Now, it is essentially a close relative to the Predator Wi-Fi 6E router that we checked out earlier, albeit with lesser features. Now, this is made with post-consumer recycled material, which I'm really happy to see, because it is exactly like the same materials that you get on Acer's Vero lineup laptops. Now, look at this design here. It is really unique to each router here. This is made out of post-consumer recycled materials, and right on the back here you get a total of 4 gigabit LAN ports, so you don't get a 2.5 gigabit per second LAN port like the Predator router, but you do get 4, and one is being used for WAN. And on the other side, you don't get a USB 3.0 port, but instead you still get the WPS button as well as the power port. Now this is a mesh router, so you can basically connect multiple devices to expand the coverage of your home, and I think it looks really nice. Now, as you guys know, Acer introduced glasses-free 3D display on its gaming laptops, and it's in collaboration with Spatial Labs. And what they are showing right here is a panoramic 3D display made out of 3 portable spatial labs display, as you can see right here. So each of these displays has 2 cameras that enables a glasses-free experience, and I think this is a really cool setup, though I can't show you on camera how that 3D looks like, but as you can see, it actually joins all these screens really well and make it into like a curved gaming monitor. Now this is I think a really cool concept that they are doing right here, and it really shows the possibility of gaming in 3D in the future. So yeah, this is the Spatial Labs showcase that they have done here at Computex 2023. Lastly, this is probably my favorite gadget in the show here. It is the Acer Swift H16 laptop. It is the successor to the Swift Edge that we reviewed earlier, and it is the lightest 16-inch laptop that Acer has made here. Now, the company has made some improvements right here, such as the keyboard. This is now a keyboard with a numpad, so it's really easier for people who really appreciate the numpad, and the keys actually feel nicer to press than the previous model as well. The trackpad is just as big, and performance has been upgraded as well. It is now powered by an AMD Ryzen 7840U octa-core processor with up to 32 gigs of LPDDR5 memory support. And in terms of ports, Acer has also finally added a micro SD card slot, which is not available on the previous model, on top of the usual port. So you get a USB 3 port on the right, and on the left you still get 2 USB 4 ports, a full-size HDMI port, and a USB 3 port again. Now this is actually amazing. Look at how slim this laptop really is, and I really love this new dark green color that Acer is introducing on the Swift Edge here. Now there are also other improvements here, such as a updated webcam. This is no longer a full HD webcam, but a quad HD webcam. And finally, this 16-inch display is still an OLED display, but it is no longer a 4K display, but instead it is a 3.2K display that refreshes at 120Hz, which is why you're seeing such smooth animations here. And I really love the updates that Acer has done to the Swift H16. So there you have it. These are some of the interesting products that Acer has to show off at Computex 2023. So stay tuned for more coverage on our channel. Subscribe to us and be sure to give us a thumbs up if you love what you saw. And I'll see you guys in the next one.